Choke, no joke. I'm here, baby. All right, you already know. It's the morning news. Choke, no joke. The morning news. You know what it is. All right? You hear me? Choke, no joke. Choke, no joke. Whack on wood. Pause. You already know. Today is the day. Today is the day. The Epstein list is now. Today. Not tomorrow. Not a week from now. Now we don't know when it's going to drop. Today. Also today, Young Thug is back in court. All right. Also today, Dwayne Keefe Davis is back in court. Oh, also today, Choke No Joke got Greg Kading's original report. And that stuff that he was posting is not it. Oh, yeah, Greg Kading caught us again. Well, nope. Greg Kading caught y'all who believed the Poochie story. The Keefe D story is like a Poochie story. I'm going to get into it. But it's going to get very scary with what y'all about to see. Choke no joke, you already know it's the morning news. Let's get the show started. The Hip Hop Nucleus is out right now on Amazon Prime. Make sure y'all go get that, the Tunnel documentary. Choke no joke. Oh, it's crazy. Oh, oh my God, it's getting ready to get crazy this morning. We going straight through lunch with this. Trust me. Oh, this is going to be a good morning, y'all. It is the day we all been waiting for. Jeffrey Epstein's list. Choke no joke. We here now.
Choke no joke. Yeah. It's choke no joke. Let's go.
Supreme Bigger Figure, Big Cap, The Warden, The Club King,
the DJ Johnny Walker Red,
MC Frank Jigger, the celebrity's choice.
Sean Brophy, sound engineer.
Choke No Joke, legendary videographer.
Sterling Cox, I was the head of security.
Alpha Grinya.
My name is V.
Omega,
Big G. Vim Rock from the legendary Naughty by Nature.
Styles P the Ghost, LOX, D Block.
Seth Smith and Wesson.
LB Fan, Mr. Cheeks.
The Cool, the DJ, the Red Alert.
Kid Capri.
The tunnel was a hip-hop nucleus.
It was the epicenter.
It was the domain, the temple.
It was the Mecca.
Nothing was that melting pot of hip-hop.
They kept the paradigm going.
It's almost like what Rucker did for street basketball. The tunnel was that of music industry.
My Sunday ritual going to the tunnel was, I'm telling you, your ass better be there.
We just pretty much did push-ups.
We had to drink a couple bottles of Hennessy, go get smoked.
Leave the jewelry and watches at home.
Before you even get to the tunnel, you gotta get on the block.
You started from 11th Avenue, and when you got to that door, the search procedures was no other.
First time I ever heard of take your shoes off, open your mouth was in the tunnel.
It was damn near everything but a full cavity search.
Security at the tunnel was no joke.
The beatdowns did happen.
Some of them, if you had that chain out, that shit was leaving with one of them niggas.
We had a handful of cats. When we were taking you out, they were digging in your pockets.
The code check at the tunnel was crazy because you ain't know if you was gonna get your shit back.
Sometimes the bloops happen where you might not get your coat.
A lot of boys wanted to get their girls some fur coats, you know, so I mean, it was free.
The bar was always on till after the tunnel.
You might get fake alcohol. Bartenders might have got counterfeit.
The dance floor is always rocking.
It looked like a video all the time.
The tunnel had a very unique situation at the bathroom. It was co-ed.
The bathroom was Sodom and Gomorrah.
I was like this, looking, trying to look past the dudes like when they was going in the urinal.
The tunnel was a one-stop shop. They had food, they had alcohol, drugs.
I saw weed the tunnel. It was just oozing money.
Backstage is like the club amongst the club.
That's where all the so-called stars who was scary to be in the crowd, that's where they hung out at.
The dopest things about the tunnel for me to remember is hearing my records get played up in there.
The top maybe of all time tunnel banger.
Or anything Bad Boy.
Every Biggie record, any shit by Hov.
Shook Ones was bananas in there.
Nori could perform that bang bang.
Annie up.
Any one of Busta joints.
While I would actually start a fight.
The best performance I ever seen, Jay-Z performed in front of the DJ booth. The DJ booth was bouncing like a ball.
Snoop and Dre. When Dre was there.
DMX, get at me, dog.
The king of the tunnel was Jay-Z.
Busta Rhymes.
DMX is the king.
Queen of the tunnel.
Mary J. Blige.
Foxy and Lil Kim.
Eve.
King of the tunnel record label-wise was Def Jam.
It's Bad Boy.
The best DJ at the tunnel was Flex.
Big Cap, all day. Flex used to break off the records, but he used to try to bully Cap, like, don't spin this, because when I get here, I want to spin it. No, nigga, fuck wrong with you?
What the tunnel did for artists, it solidified their street music.
That gave us a platform, set up Rough Riders, Rockefeller, Bad Boy, slew of other artists.
The closing of the tunnel, it was kind of sad because that was a big piece of hip-hop.
So losing the tunnel was like a little kid losing Disney.
A famous mosque closing down.
I think when the tunnel closed, it was necessary. Niggas was coming to miss me.
When you hear people of the late 70s talked about Studio 54, the tunnel was the Studio 54 of hip-hop.
Yeah. Choke no joke. You know what it is. Learn from mistakes out right now on all platforms. This one right here is for the mixtape. Let's go. Yo, Nas, I ain't do this for clout. I'm just a real nigga trying to figure you out. How you don't put blood in this Judas mouth. Talking Japanese wine like you fanning out. Blushing at this bitch that disrespects your kid and her earth. Carmen, I know that it hurt.
You know, back then when he made these disparaging remarks and comments about my daughter and created this disgusting visual, there were so many people around him that stayed quiet. They said absolutely nothing.
Carmen, I know that it hurt. You said Pac left us. With rappers that wink at other rappers in the studio, which made me think, yo, what he got on you? And homie in pink, cause at Webster Hall, he didn't stream one link. Yo, y'all glutton for punishment. I'm sick and I'm done with it. If it was part of your plan, Nas, hard my word on it. I'm just your fan. With little celebrity, some say it's just the hate in me. Nah, I'm cut from a cloth. You don't brush shit off. Well, the penthouse of law. Gotta have a ceiling. Only forgive hoes with sexual healing. And that thought right now is not appealing. With these chicks, with the dicks like Little Nas. X, I'm not a fan. You damaged your brand. Yo, Nas, don't ever do that shit again. I'm signing off. Esco stand. Yeah. Choke no joke, you know what it is. You know what it is. Oh yeah, and you nigga, I ain't sorry for shit. I ain't with your boys' games, nigga, I'm with the shit. Wedge. Webster Dictionary defines the word as a substance that is used for splitting wood or rocks. Something causing a breach or separation. It's funny what that lens can capture. Separation, division.
How y'all having a meeting about Jay without? Nope, not drawers right there. Nobody told me nothing. How come y'all having a market meeting without Jay? Without Jay without? I don't get it. It's 10:30 in the morning. And you going to get Lee off? Please go get him.
No, actually, I was just going to go to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Why are you leaving? I'm asking a question.
She doesn't have an answer.
Well, I'm wondering, what line of thought is it, what pattern is it, John McNeely and all of y'all, that y'all have my biggest artists here, and y'all in here, y'all Def Jam staff is dealing with Jay's marketing without me? Please explain that to me, because this seems treacherous.
And animosity.
What you mean bullshit? The fuck, y'all niggas having meetings about my artists without calling me? It ain't no bullshit. It ain't no bullshit. Man, look, oh y'all look, everybody here is ashamed of y'all. Who wants to work under a cow? They don't have to. Cow.
I ain't with your boys' games, nigga, I'm with the shit. I'm nothing like Nas. I'm with the shits. I'm more like Jungle, wanting to bust your shit. But bro got me on chill. He said I'm illmatic, with the static, with the ratchets. Let's go to Brooklyn, cause he gotta have it. School days, would've called you faggot and smoked you like a Spike Lee joint. Yo, the greatest of all timers, got hit with all timers. You buster, nigga, your mic with the shine. Knockout. Yeah, one-liners, give you a reason to be a one-eye. Without reasonable doubt, you been a liar. You headache, Kane, Jazzo inspired, rape Damon.
So they trying to take our franchise from us. That's what they trying to do. Make this beef with. They trying to. I bet you they're staging this beef with us. Trust me. Trust me.
It was all about the power to, to get rid of Dame Dash, and take Jay-Z to the next level without Dame, and it was, Dame should stop blaming Leo and Todd Moskowitz and start blaming Steve Stout.
You know about the Scarface party and all that? How they make sure Palestine in Puerto Rico? He's gonna be there performing, but they're doing something with them.
Who, Jay?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He's gonna be out there for that. With the release of the Scarface DVD.
Jay's performing for that?
And I don't need two lips to blow this like a trumpet, you dumb shit. This is an unusual musical I conducted. You looking at the black Warren Buffett, so all critics can duck sick. I don't care if you see the Lawrence Tucker or you Bill O'Reilly. You only rallied me up for 3 years. They had me peeing out in the cup. Now they about to free me up. What you think I'm gonna be? What? Rehabilitated? Man, I still feel hatred. I'm young, black, and rich, so they wanna strip me naked. But you never had me like Christina Aguilera. But catch me at the West Side driving like Halle Berry or the West. Fuck it. Peace and love, y'all. The Black Album on the way.
And then we doing our party, so
following Steve Stout's direction.
And what was Steve Stout telling you to do?
He walked me through how to get rid. His plan was to get rid of Dame Dash.
He told you that.
That was the plan.
Okay.
Rape Dame and Chris, they ran the lion through the rock and the fire. Damn, you cold. Built the nation, the prop back home. How you the king of LA when Cube is home? How you bang in LA after Nip is gone? Mr. Smith, yeah, I'm nice with the gift. Two, the double entendres got those two. Your wisdom, knowledge, that I'm king too. I'm sorry I met the other side of you. Yeah. That's the gift and the curse. I'm Christ from birth, from the hearse to the dirt. Fake niggas claim hurt, so I stay on my bullshit like I'm dirt and never shy. Let my feelings fly. Let's go. Cause we all die. Yeah. Like your beds. Nigga, I'm here. Only fear I have is truth not be told. We all get old. It's choke, no joke. Y'all already know. Let's go. Choke, no joke. You already know. Learn from mistakes out right now on all platforms. This for the mixtape. The 50-year-old platinum virgin.
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry.
Welcome to AMC Theater 11. Enjoy your show.
Yo, Lee. Run the rail. Choke, no joke, chiggy, choke, no joke. Choke, no joke, chiggy, choke, no joke. Choke, no joke, chiggy, choke, no joke. You know what it is. Good morning to you. Good morning. Ooh. To you. Ooh. Good morning. Good morning to you. Reds, what up? Rena, what up? DMJ was good. Miss Matthews, Burt in the building. X is the producer in the building. Nandy in the building. BNGB, Al Swan. Wakiki, Judah in the building. Brian Mays in the building. Neke boy. Don't know what that is. Shantae in the building. Dram Master in the building. Crystal Hope. Brian Mays ran through it all. Don't even worry about it. Okay? Don't even worry about it. Dan Brown, RGTS. All right? Yaya in the building. You already know August Hunter. It's the roll call. Quasar. Ali. Height. I am pretty black. Kenyatta. Brian Mays. My man Biggity Burt. Jay Wu. Straight out of Connecticut. You already know where he from. Ain't gonna never let you forget it. SDM in the building. Agent 9. All right. Joel King in the building. Who that? Lay in the building. Quiet Storm. Antoine Wood. Pause. Quasar 9. Indy Claire. Fashion TV. Yon. Whack on Wood. Pause. Triple pause. First in the building. Okay. It's all good when your money on the wood, huh? You already know. Toy Wilson in here. Adonis in here. Alexander Gray. Bird want to shout out Pennsylvania and Maryland. Corrupted seed. Tell them, baby. You'll never find another show like mine. One who loves to walk in the woods like I do. Y'all thought I was going to be in the woods this morning, right? Now I'm going to do my walk a little later. It's too cold. I got to wait for that sun to come up. You know what I mean? Let some of that heat out. So y'all know today's the day. It's here. Jeffrey Epstein. But one even better. Keefe D go to court today. Shout out to everybody on the West Coast. You know what I mean? I know y'all just waking up. But I want to get into the Keefe D thing first because I want to go through this before he go to court so I can make my predictions before he go to court, right? So I got Greg Kading's original interview with Keefe D, right? I don't know. I know a lot of y'all watch, right? Consistently to know when I say something that I don't be capping, right? But how many of y'all heard me say, yo, Greg Kading, put out the full prophet tape. Let us hear the whole story, right? Never have we got anything, right? Now we know the bums over there, bums last. This nigga, you know what? I cannot Porky Butt for being butt hurt. He's been sitting on his ass for a long time now. So he should be butt hurt, right? But you could keep crying, say, oh, y'all keep listening to them broke niggas. Y'all listen to them broke niggas. Okay, all right. We broke and what? And then what? Now what? Okay, you so rich, nigga. You so rich. You know what I'm saying? You so rich, you can't show us your feet. What you got on your feet, buddy? Huh? You so rich. Them broke niggas. What do you define as broke? What do you define as rich? Huh? You pocket watching? Is that what you're doing? You pocket watching? You hacker? You Facebook hacker? You Twitter hacker? Talking about somebody broke. You broke. Over here making money off another nigga name. You wasn't Tupac, friend. Broke. Yeah, let's say that to the broke niggas. You know what? We'll take that. We'll take being broke, listening to you. But we rich over here, baby. We feel rich. We good, baby. We good. We can run around. We can. That's rich right there, baby. You see that? Can you do this? Shake it, señorita. Shake it if you can. For all the girls around the block can see your underwear. Oh, rumble to the bottom, rumble to the top, and then turn around until you make a stop. That's rich, nigga. Is you stupid? That's rich. You know what I mean? Kiss my Converse, coolie. You know what I mean? That's rich, baby. Fuck you calling broke. Can you do that? Hammer, 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 hammer. Can you hammer, 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 hammer? That's rich, baby. That is rich. You broke. Broke. You the only motherfucker broke. Your shit don't work, nigga. Can you do this? Huh? Can you do that? Broke. My shit work. I don't know what the fuck you talking about, broke. Might seem like my shit work right. Broke. These shits work fine, nigga. Can you do this? Can you do this? Huh? Can you do this? You can't even do this, right? You like, I could dig up my nose, nigga. I'll be back. Let me go wash my hands. Broke, nigga. My fingers work fine, nigga. How about that? Ain't nothing broke over here, motherfucker. You pocket watching ass, dirty ass pig. Y'all keep listening to those broke niggas. You know what I mean? Shit working fine over here, nigga. Can you do this? Can you do the Vulcan handshake? Can you do this? Can you do the Vulcan handshake, nigga? You can't, when your niggas leave, you can't even go, peace, my niggas. You know what I'm saying? You like, salute, my nigga. Salute. Ain't nobody broke. You the broke motherfucker. Your battery stopped working, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Your motherfucking battery stopped working. You need to go, somebody need to roll your ass over to one of these Tesla motherfucking robot outlets and hook your ass up to one of them shits and get somebody take that nigga to the fucking Tesla factory, let them hook his ass up, his chair up, and get him a recharge. Because that motherfucker broke. I here calling people broke. Dirty ass pig. Now, what I want to get into real quick, all right, check this out. Your boy, Great Kading. All right, let's recap real quick. Now, remember how Great Kading got to Keefe D, right? Remember, Wedgie was the original suspect. Hold on. Right, check it. So, Great Kading, he was put on this task force to find a killer for Biggie's the killer in Biggie's case, due to the fact that they saying that Russell Poole's theory about the police wasn't true, this, that, and the other, right? So after Russell Poole retired and was off the case, they put this task force together with Great Kading, Darren Dupree, somebody else. Hold on. Oh, Detective William Holcomb, right? And so with these guys, they were told to go find Biggie's killer. Don't come back talking about no goddamn LAPD, right? Because for what reason? Valletta Wallace, Biggie Malls was suing them, and at the time, Biggie was worth about $400 million, which is probably worth $1 billion now. And they just paid out hundreds of millions of dollars over the Rampart scandal when they found Rafael Perez and the Rampart cops guilty in that stuff. So the Biggie case came right behind that. So if they would have seen that it was those same cops that just they found guilty for the Rampart thing, then they would have been liable as well for the Biggie thing, and the city would have went bankrupt. So for this, let's get the whole police theory out the way, right? My damn nose fucking digging on my nose and shit. Right. So Greg Kading gets on the case, right? Russell Poole's investigating the case, and his suspects are off-duty cops that was working for Death Row. But technically, they wasn't working for Death Row. They were working for Right Way Security, right? Which is Reggie Wright Jr.'s company. That was a work for hire for Death Row Records. So technically, when people keep saying these cops worked at Death Row, they didn't work for Death Row. They worked for Reggie Wright Jr.'s company, Right Way Security, and he worked for Death Row as an outside source, not as a staff member of Death Row, right? So that's why it kept saying these Death Row cops. But what it is actually their affiliation with Right Way Security. Now you had Kevin Gaines, who had worked for Snoop, right? Through Snoop's wife, through Suge's ex-wife, Sharita, who Kevin Gaines had relationships with Raphael Perez and the David Macks. And the David Mack was from Compton as well, right? So, God, this rabbit hole so fucking deep. Sharita and Reggie Wright Jr. are good friends, and they've been good friends because, according to what Sharita said, Reggie used to go with her cousin, and her and Reggie always been cool. So they always had a relationship. I don't know if their relationship was before Suge when they were younger, or during the same time, or they all knew each other, this, that, and other. But the fact is they had a relationship, right? So just keep in mind that Reggie's relationship with her relationship with the cop, Kevin Gaines, and then remember, Suge catches her dating Kevin Gaines, and from what we know, Kevin Gaines and Suge had a beef over her, and the story tells it, Suge and I think it may have been Buntree, took Sharita and Kevin Gaines out to the desert and stripped them naked and left them out there. And that was what made the beef with him and Suge escalate to the point that, in my opinion, he has more motive to want to kill Suge than Orlando Anderson getting beat up in the MGM Grand, opposed to Suge catching this nigga with his wife and taking him out to the desert, niggas beating his ass and stripping him naked and leaving him out there, and that nigga's a fucking cop, right? And then you got the other story where Suge went to the house looking for him, this, that, and the other. So they had a real beef, right? Not no fucking little scuffle over some fake ass chain story, which is a whole lie. The whole chain story is a lie, right? I'm telling y'all now, the chain story is a lie. Even when you go back and look at K-Dub interview where he said nobody ever took the chain. The chain wasn't even took. the chain just fell off in the scuffle, but it was never took. And the beef between Trayvon and Orlando wasn't about no goddamn chain. But that's a whole nother story. I'll get into that at another time, right? So saying all that to set up the South Side mob shit, right? When Greg Kading get on the case, the number one suspect, allegedly, is Reggie, right? Greg Kading goes to Reggie because he's hearing that, you know, it was some off-duty cops that worked for Death Row that killed Biggie because he's supposed to be investigating Biggie, not Tupac. This nigga's out here famous for fucking Tupac, and his job was to investigate the Biggie shit, right? So what happens is Reggie tells Greg Kading that it wasn't him or the dirty cops. It was Southside that killed Biggie. And they killed Biggie in retaliation for not getting paid for the murder of Tupac because they killed Tupac too, right? Now, once you know this, right? Once you know that this whole Tupac story comes from Reggie, everything else is downhill. Once you know this whole story comes from Reggie, everything else is downhill. Now, you got his testimony in the grand jury, right? Where we're going to get to that, or we already got to that for those who already know it. But you got his testimony where he told his father the same night, within the hour of the shooting of Tupac, that Southside Crips shot Tupac and Suge, right? Within the hour, before everybody's at the hospital, whatever, he already sent the kite to Compton and told his dad that Southside did it before any investigation was done, right? How did he know that? He has not explained that to this day. You know, he tell people, oh, no, don't listen to them niggas over there. Niggas is broke. Don't listen to them niggas. Don't listen to them niggas. They broke. They not stupid. Don't listen to them niggas because they stupid. Don't listen to these niggas because they intelligent. Don't listen to these niggas because they make sense. Don't listen to these niggas because they kicking the facts to you. Don't listen to these niggas because you see in the paperwork yourself when they reading it and you can identify what's real and what's not. Don't listen to these niggas because I keep lying. Don't listen to these niggas because they broke. You can have a college professor that lost his job and can't find a job and be homeless and be on the floor and be out homeless and got 5 degrees, super educated. And this motherfucker tell you, do not listen to this college professor when he tell you something about whatever his profession was, because now he's broke. So don't listen to this college professor because he's broke, right? No matter how smart he is, no matter how educated he is, you shouldn't listen to him because he ain't got riches. So the fact that he don't have riches makes him less educated. And he wants you to listen to him and not listen to somebody where he considers broke. Now that just hit your brain, let's continue on. Right? Now that you's like, you know what? That shit don't make sense. Just because a fucking college professor don't got money, that don't make him less educated. Do it? Oh, okay. Yeah. So keep listening to the dumb pig, and you keep seeing him lie. You keep seeing him changing stories. And then he tells you, you stupid for what you see with your own eyes and ears. And hear with your ears, right? So let's move on, right? Now, check this out. When Greg Kading goes to him, he tells him Southside Kid Biggie, right? And then he tells him the Tupac story. Now, fast forward when Greg Kading and them go see Keefe D and them. Remember, if you look at Keefe D's interview, one of them, he says, as soon as they brought him in, they went over and they pulled the chart down, and they had everything already itemized, who did what, who was sitting where in the car, this, that, and the other. And they told him the story of everything that happened with the murder of Tupac, right? He said, yo, I ain't even say nothing. They told me everything, right? So if Greg Kading came to Keefe D with everything laid out already, and he came from Reggie, and he go to Keefe D from Reggie, who told Greg Kading everything that happened with the Tupac shit? If Greg Kading goes to Keefe D is on record said this. He said he ain't say nothing. He said they pulled the shit down, remember? And they had everything, and they told him everything that happened, right? Now, how many of y'all remember the Teresa Swan or Tammy Hawkins story, right? What did Greg Kading do in that case? He wrote down everything that happened with Poochie, right? Even though it was a lie. He wrote a false statement and everything, right? He came up with this whole story. He gave it to Teresa Swan or Tammy Hawkins and said, here, this is what happened with Poochie. Help us set up Suge Knight for this murder. Why? Because when he went to talk to Keefe D about Biggie, he said, nah, we run with Puff and them. That's how niggas. Puff gave us bottles. We was there at the party. We ain't do that. We ain't do that one. Oh, which one y'all did? And then he goes back to Reggie. Yo, motherfucker, you lied to me. Southside ain't had nothing to do with that. But they told us something about Tupac. Tell us more about Tupac. Then he go back to him with the whole Tupac shit, right? But when he go back and say, hey, he had nothing to do with Biggie. Oh, you know what? It was Poochie. It was Poochie. Yeah, because, you know, Tammy Hawkins, the girl that he got his name on the apartment with. Remember, him and her got evicted together. Oh, it was Tammy Hawkins. She set it up with Suge. Yeah, this, that, and the other. Boom, boom, boom. So they go and they catch her because she doing some illegal shit. You know the Greg Kading way. He got to catch you dirty. Oh, yeah. We heard that Poochie did it, this, that. And Reggie told him this whole shit about Poochie. Right? So now he draws up this fake-ass story, which I believe he drew up the motherfucking Tupac story. And said, Keefe D, this is what you going to say. This is what happened. This is the story. This is what happened because we got you dirty. And Keefe D said, okay. Okay. Same way Teresa Swan or Tammy Hawkins. Poochie said this happened. And he wrote this confession before he died. Yeah, that's it. That's what Poochie said. That's what happened. All right, cool. So we're going to put this microphone on you. You're going to go see Suge Knight. And we want you to tell Suge Knight a few things and get Suge Knight to confess that he hired Poochie. Now, this woman went to go see Suge all these times. Wyatt, Gray Kading just said it on Vlad. I watched it. He sent her up to Suge several times to set this nigga up. So everybody keeps saying, yo, so why Suge, if they gave her immunity and they saying that Poochie did it, why Suge never got locked up? Because Suge never fell for it wasn't even nothing to fall for, because it was a lie. Gray Kading made up the whole shit. It was a lie. This is why Suge ain't get locked up, because Poochie ain't killed no motherfucking Biggie. They sent this woman on the visit with the wire and everything. Suge never knew. So this is why she never got arrested for the murder of Biggie, nor motherfucking Suge, because it was a fucking lie. Right? So now, Keefe D in them. Gray Kading, same shit. Went and talked to the motherfucking Reggie, and Reggie tells him they did it, right? So here they go with the story. Now, I'm going to prove to y'all this motherfucker full of shit, right? Now, watch how much shit Gray Kading left out. The original report. That shit he posted the other day on bum shit. That shit, that nigga, they changed it. I got the original joint. Look how much shit they left out. Now, the interesting thing about this whole shit, the original report, it really looked like Puff really put this motherfucking head out on Tupac. Like, let's get into it. Let me get into it. This shit gonna blow y'all heads off. Okay, let's see. All right, y'all can see it, right? Now watch this. All right, this is the original March 16th, 2009. Other officers, Detectives William Holcomb, Detective Darren Dupree, Special Agent Jeff Bennett, interview of Dwayne Davis regarding the murder of Tupac Shakur. All right. Synopsis, right? On December 18, 2008, Task Force officers TFO, Gray Kading, William Holcomb, and Darren Dupree, along with Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI Special Agent Jeff Bennett, interviewed Dwayne Davis regarding the murder of Tupac Shakur. The interview was conducted at 8447 Wilshire Boulevard, Suite 100, Los Angeles, California. Also present was Davis attorney Wayne Higgins, right? Remember that name, Wayne Higgins, y'all. Remember that name. I'm going to tell you more about Wayne Higgins later. Details. On December 18, 2008, at approximately 10:30. Now, remember, y'all, keep this in mind. If you saw a murder rap, right? If you saw a murder rap, right? And you heard Gray Kading tell all these many interviews, right? Watch how much shit you're going to see in this report that this motherfucker left out, right? And was telling certain pieces and parts of it just to fit his narrative. Because you'll see, watch this shit. Watch this. You're going to be like, wow. Wow. It's so many wow moments in this story, in the original story. Watch this shit, yo. Blow ya minds away. Watch this. On December 18, 2008, at approximately 10:30 a.m., investigators met with Dwayne Davis at Davis Attorney's Office. Davis reviewed reports containing prior interviews Davis had completed. Davis pointed out several discrepancies in the prior reports and meant he had not been entirely truthful about specific facts, including the circumstances surrounding the murder of Shakur. Right? So this means after when Greg Kading went to him the first time, that's when they went back into pork butt and shit and was like, yo, nigga, whoa, 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 whoa. And now they coming back to him, right? Davis was advised the purpose of the interview was to correct Davis' previous false statements as they related to the murder of Shakur and provided investigators with factual details. Davis provided the following explanation. In the early 1990s, Davis associated with Flint. Flint is known to investigators as Flintnard Coleman. Coleman and Davis occasionally played against each other during the neighborhood baseball games. Coleman was affiliated with the Santana Block Crips, and Davis was a member of the Southside Crips. The gang teams would compete for bottles of champagne. It was during these games that Coleman introduced Davis to Zip. Zip was known to investigators as Eric Martin. Martin would occasionally play for Coleman's team. Now, you see, they never even mentioned this dude, Flint, earlier in the story, right? He's not mentioned in this story nowhere, right? Davis recalled Coleman beginning in his drug activities around this time. Davis, who was also involved in narcotic sales, traveled to New York with Coleman to visit Martin. The purpose of the trip was to conduct a multi-kilogram cocaine deal with Martin. Davis, who was providing the cocaine, stayed at Martin's house in Jersey City. Coleman acted as broker between Davis and Martin. After Coleman was arrested in Florida, Davis conducted a PCB transaction with Martin and began to socialize with Martin when Martin would come to Los Angeles. Martin is Zip. Davis is Keefe D. Coleman is Flint. So just in case y'all don't know these government names. In or around 1992, Martin introduced Davis to Sean Puffy Combs. Davis recalled the introduction occurring at the Paradise nightclub on Santa Monica Boulevard. After speaking with Combs, Davis agreed to allow Combs to use his 1964 Chevy in a music video. The video featured the artist Usher. After the vehicle was damaged in the production of the vehicle, Combs paid $2,500 to have it repaired. Davis recalls Martin visiting Los Angeles on a monthly basis. Davis recalled meeting with Combs socially and on several occasions. Most of the meetings between Davis and Combs occurred at Greenblatt's restaurant on Sunset Boulevard. However, Combs became hesitant to visit Los Angeles because of ongoing hostilities with Marion Suge Knight. The hostilities were exacerbated after Knight appeared on stage during an awards show in New York and publicly humiliated Combs. During the 1995 music festival known as Summer Jam, Knight approached Davis and asked Davis how he knew Combs. Davis told Knight, "The same way I know you." Now, that right there, stop for a minute. That sounds like some Greg Kading ass bullshit writing right there. because Keefe D knows Suge from growing up, from the same neighborhood. He don't know Suge the same way he know Puff from the entertainment industry. See, that's where, if you look at that, this is all Greg Kading's report. This is the motherfucker that wrote how Poochie said he killed Biggie. Right? This motherfucker, remember, he got a hell of an imagination because he wrote how Poochie killed Biggie, and this nigga Poochie was dead. Never said nothing, never gave no fucking statement, never told nobody he killed Biggie or nothing, right? But Greg Kading was clever enough to write a story so convincing that Teresa Swan or Tammy Hawkins believed it herself and said, yeah, that's it. That's what happened. That's what happened. So that's how much good of a writer Greg Kading is, right? So keep that in mind that this is his fucking police report. So why would he say to Suge, yo, I know Puffy, I met Puffy the same way I met you. Nigga, we grew up together. We grew up together. Why would I say that? He don't know Puff from growing up in Compton. Puff ain't even from California. So how would he know him the same way he know him? Just some Greg Kading, good old Donald Goins writing. This motherfucker, he write ghetto stories better than Donald Goins, right? Let's keep going. Davis recalls Martin visiting Los Angeles on a monthly basis. Davis recalled meeting with Combs socially on several occasions. Most of the meetings between Davis and Combs occurred at Green Blast Restaurant on Sunset Boulevard. However, Combs became hesitant to visit Los Angeles because of the ongoing hostilities with Marion Suge Knight. The hostilities were exacerbated after Knight appeared on stage during an award show in New York and publicly humiliated Combs, which was the Source Awards, we all know, right? During the 1995 music festival known as Summer Jam, Knight approached Davis and asked Davis how he knew Combs. Davis told Knight, the same way I know you. Davis next recalled that Knight's associate and bodyguard, Jake Robles, was shot in Atlanta. This incident occurred on September 23rd, 1995. Davis heard rumor that Wolf had killed Robles. Wolf is known to investigators to be Anthony Wolf Jones. Jones was an associate of Combs. However, Jones is now deceased. Now, once again, that's bullshit because we know Wolf didn't kill Jake. And Suge knew that Wolf didn't kill Jake because he was standing right there. More Great Kading Donald Goins writing, right? So here we go. On a future occasion, Davis and Martin were together in Compton, California when Combs called Martin on his cell phone. Combs requested to speak with Davis and asked Davis if he thought it was safe for Combs to come to Los Angeles for a concert. Combs expressed his concerns about Knight and possible retaliation related to the Robles murder. That's Jake, right? Davis advised Combs that if he would provide Davis with 40 to 50 tickets to the concert, Davis could provide an entourage. Combs agreed, and Davis and his crew, in fact, attended the concert in support of Combs. Davis noted that Knight and his associates did not attend the concert. Davis recalled the concert taking place in Anaheim, California. It was at this event that Combs began to solicit Davis to kill Knight and Shakur. Combs asserted something to the effect of, I'll give anything for those dudes' heads. Davis stated that Wendell Prince, Orlando Anderson, Corey Edwards, Michael Duro, and Devontae Lee may have heard Combs' statement. After the do y'all hear the great Kading writing in here? Cause think about how Keefe D would be talking or telling this story. Would it sound like this? No. Okay, let's keep going. After the concert, Combs, along with Davis and members of his entourage, went to a party at a hotel. Davis thought the hotel may have been a Hilton. The party took place inside of a suite. Davis recalls, among others, Combs, Martin, Andre Harrell, and D. Mack, known to the investigators as Darius Rogers, to be present. And then the adjoining room where additional security personnel hired by Combs claimed they were Navy SEALs. Right? Now check this out. Forgot to put my logo back up here. Right? The dude, D. Mack, right, is the same dude that they said somebody called Miss Wallace the day after Big got killed and said, D. Mack got your son killed, right? That's this dude right here, right? Now look, think about this. D. Mack runs with Puff, right? He's part of Bad Boy. But he's also got a relationship with Keefe D, right? Keefe D and them is cool, right? They all at the party together when Big get killed. D Mac, Keefe D and Puff, right? But if you listen to Gene tell it, they came 23 deep. He said before the party was over, D Mac take 11 niggas and they all leave. Why would the nigga, who's the nigga from California, why would he leave Big? Why would they leave them? Right? Why would he leave? Just keep that thought in mind. It was at this event Combs began to solicit Davis to kill Knight and Shakur. Combs asserted something to the effect of, I'll give anything for those dudes' heads. Davis stated that Wendell Prince, Orlando Anderson, Corey Edwards, Michael Duro, and Devontae Lee may have heard Combs' statement. After the concert, Combs, along with Davis and the members of the entourage, went to a party at a hotel. Davis thought the hotel may have been a Hilton. The party took place inside of a suite. Davis recalls, among the others, Combs, Martin, which is Zip, Andre Harrell, and D. Mack, right? Known to investigators as Darius Rogers, to be present. And in the adjoining room were additional security personnel hired by Combs. Combs claimed they were Navy SEALs. Prior to the Anaheim concert, Davis and his associates had attended another concert in San Diego with Combs. However, at this event, Davis' entourage was much smaller, approximately 12 members, including Martin Anderson and DeAndre Smith. It was during this event that Davis met Biggie Smalls, Christopher Wallace, for the first time. Additionally, Davis had met with Combs and Wallace in Las Vegas during the unboxing match. Davis believes it may have been an Evander Holyfield versus Buster Douglas fight. The fight was earmarked by a fan who had parachuted into the boxing ring, creating a melee. Davis and his crew stayed at the Treasure Island Casino and attended a party hosted by Irvin Magic Johnson. Davis does not recall any discussion about Knight or Shakur at these events. At a later date, Dwayne Davis, Eric Martin, Corey Edwards, Sean Combs, and others met at Green Blast Restaurant in Hollywood. While at the restaurant, Combs summoned Davis into the downstairs area. Combs again told Davis he needed to get rid of Knight and Shakur. Combs offered Davis $1 million to handle the problem. Davis remembered Combs being very afraid of Knight. On the day before the Shakur murder, now listen, y'all. This is where I need y'all to pay attention, right? Tell me this ain't your first time of y'all hearing this, right? Watch this. On the day before the Shakur murder, Davis, that is Keefe D, Martin, that's Eric Zip Martin, right? Eric Von Zip Martin, and others met at Green Blast Restaurant and departed for Las Vegas to view the Mike Tyson fight. Davis drove a rented Buick Century, Martin drove a Mercedes-Benz, and Davis' brother Kevin Davis drove a rented van. Corey Edwards and Tracy Session drove in the van with Kevin Davis. Davis went to Las Vegas to view the fight and was not anticipating a confrontation with Knight and Shakur. Davis stayed at the Monte Carlo Casino in a room reserved under his wife's, Paula Clemens' name. Right? Let me just say something for a minute. Keep this in mind, right? The plan is already in motion, right? Then Keefe D tell us, y'all, that he was a baller, how much money he had. How many of y'all from Vegas or been in Vegas enough times? How many of y'all ever stayed at the fucking Monte Carlo? You telling me this nigga was balling, and they was staying at the Monte Carlo? Not the MGM Grand. Not the Monte Carlo, yo. That's because they was being out the way, right? They deliberately are trying to be out the way. Niggas staying at the Monte Carlo, but they told me how rich they was, bro. This nigga running around with Mike Tyson zip. Nigga driving the Benz and he's staying at the Monte Carlo. Keefe D staying at the Monte Carlo. How many of y'all ever stayed at the fucking Monte Carlo, bro? But they was getting money, but they staying at the Monte Carlo. Okay. All right. We're going to keep going, though. The following day, Orlando Anderson, Terrence Brown, DeAndre Smith arrived in Las Vegas driving a rented Cadillac. The vehicle was rented by Brown's mother-in-law. Anderson stayed at the Excalibur Casino. That's some more great Kading story. Because if that was the case, why they never pulled the records for the white Cadillac? If that was rented by Terrence Brown's mother, wouldn't that be easy as F to fucking trace back? Right? If his mother rented the white Cadillac, it wouldn't be no mystery about the white Cadillac, right? Okay. Remember, this Greg Kading's fucking original shit. After acquiring fight tickets from a scalper and meeting up with Martin, the group went to the MGM casino to witness the bout. After the fight, Davis, Kevin Davis, Terrence Brown, and others went to get something to eat. Anderson was not with Davis due to the fact that the scene location was separate during the fight. While at the restaurant, Davis was informed that Anderson had been assaulted. Davis recalled Martin being in the lobby area with a friend, Richie Rich, and the other New York associates. Martin asked Davis, "Do you need some help?" Martin advised Davis that he had a gun available. Davis also encountered another associate of his, Anthony Treggs, who offered to help Davis retaliate against Anderson's assailants. Davis informed Martin and Treggs that his crew would handle the problem. Where's the footage of Keefe D and zipping them in the lobby, y'all? Anybody? Anybody? Where's the footage of them having this conversation in the lobby? Right? All right, let's keep going. After encountering Martin in the lobby, Martin and Davis went to Martin's vehicle in the parking lot. Inside of Martin's Mercedes-Benz, Davis observed female rap artist Inga Marchant, a.k.a. Foxy Brown. Wait a minute. I just thought about something else. Foxy was with Corrupt at this time. Foxy was with Corrupt at this time, yo. If I'm not fucking mistaken. I'm going to get back to that. After encountering Martin in the lobby, Martin and Davis went to Martin's vehicle in the parking lot. Inside Martin's Mercedes-Benz, Davis observed female rap artist Inga Marchant, a.k.a. Foxy Brown. Martin directed Foxy to exit the car so that Davis and Martin could talk. So Davis and Martin could talk privately. Davis sat in the front passenger seat while Martin occupied the driver's seat. Martin removed the handgun from the compartment in the armrest area. Martin gave the firearm to Davis. Davis observed the weapon to be a .40 caliber Glock handgun. Martin encouraged Davis to follow through with the shooting, advising it was a perfect opportunity to get Knight and Shakur. Davis was aware that Knight and Shakur was expected to attend an event at Knight's club, the 662 Club. Davis got into a rental van with his brother, Wendell Prince, Corey Edwards, Tracy Sessions, and an unknown passenger from Detroit, Michigan. Now, that unknown passenger from Detroit, Michigan was later said to us by Keefe D, Big Meech. I think that was in his book. If I'm not mistaken, it was in the book or he said it somewhere, but I remember he said Big Meech, and he would be from Detroit. Meanwhile, Orlando Anderson, DeAndre Smith, and Terrence Brown were in the rented Cadillac. Anderson told Davis he had a gun secreted under the hood of the Cadillac. The group drove to, now, how many of y'all heard that part? That Orlando had a gun under the hood of the Cadillac. All they told, Greg Kading never said that. All Greg Kading said is they got the gun from Zip, right? They didn't have no gun. They got the gun from Zip. Now Greg Kading, his original part that he left out, Orlando had a gun in the Cadillac. Foxy was with Corrupt. If you saying Foxy and Corrupt wasn't together, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'll show you pictures. I got video of them myself when they was fucking together. Don't tell me they wasn't together. Y'all niggas that ain't living don't be knowing what the fuck y'all talking about. Why didn't Greg Kading never say that Orlando had a gun in the Cadillac, y'all? Why he leave that out? It didn't fit the narrative, right? Now they said they all went to the fight, but then they said when they went and the police interviewed Orlando Anderson and they searched him, he had no ticket or nothing, right? But they telling us he was inside the fight, right? Fuck out of here. This whole shit is this whole shit is another Poochie story. Watch. Anderson told Davis he had a gun secreted under the hood of the Cadillac. The group drove together to. Why would he have to go get a gun from Zip if Orlando had a gun? Anyway, the group drove together to 662 Club. Wait. Bingo. Wait. Got him. Got him. Didn't I tell you I was two motherfucking shooters? Even though I don't believe 80% of this bullshit, they just put two guns in the car. Keefe D got the gun from Zip, and Orlando got a gun already in the Cadillac. Ain't that two guns? You see why fucking Greg Kading conveniently left that out of his fucking story? Why he never showed the whole paperwork, just those sections of it? Now you got two guns in the car. Y'all talking about, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Pay attention. Greg Kading playing niggas stupid. There's another Poochie story. They protecting them pigs. I'm telling you, this shit is bullshit. It was the pigs. This story's bullshit. The group drove together to Club 662 looking for Knight and Shakur. While at the club, Edwards became apprehensive, causing Davis to be uncomfortable around Edwards. After waiting for approximately 15 minutes, now they only waited 15 minutes. Then this nigga say his joint, they waited an hour. I'm telling you this whole shit, yo. Oh my God. All right. After waiting for approximately 15 minutes, the group became impatient and decided to go to a liquor store to purchase alcohol. At the liquor store, Davis exited the van and got into the Cadillac. Davis advised he sat in the front passenger seat. Brown drove, Smith sat behind Brown, and Anderson sat behind Davis. After leaving the liquor store, the occupants of the Cadillac observed female pedestrians yelling, "Tupac! Tupac!" at a passing convoy of vehicles. Brown negotiated a U-turn and drove after the convoy. Upon reaching the convoy, the passengers of the Cadillac began to scan the occupants of the convoy vehicles, attempting to locate Knight and Shakur. Brown pulled up along the passenger side of the vehicle containing Shakur and Knight, causing DeAndre Smith to be in the best position to shoot. Davis handed the gun he received from Martin to Smith. Smith expressed the reluctance to shoot, so Anderson grabbed the gun from Smith and began shooting at Knight's vehicle. Where's the other gun that's in the car? Right? So you tell me they didn't take they all in the Cadillac and they left the other gun under the hood of the car? Bullshit, right? Another thing that's bullshit. Keefe D said he seen Tupac hanging out the window, going like this, and the girls yelling, "Tupac, Tupac." But now in this shit, in Greg Kading's original shit, he said they heard some girls yelling, "Tupac, Tupac." They busted a U-turn and was looking at all the cars to see which car Tupac and them was in. Pay attention. This motherfuckers think we stupid. After leaving the liquor store, the occupants of the Cadillac observed female pedestrians yelling "Tupac, Tupac" at a passing convoy of vehicles. Brown negotiated a U-turn and drove after the convoy. Upon reaching the convoy, the passengers of the Cadillac began to scan the occupants of the convoy vehicles, attempting to locate Knight and Shakur. Brown pulled along the passenger side of the vehicle containing Shakur and Knight, causing DeAndre Smith to be in the best position to shoot. Davis handed the gun he received from Martin to Smith. Smith expressed reluctance to shoot, so Anderson grabbed the gun from Smith and began shooting at Knight's vehicle. So for all y'all that want to say, "Oh, well, Orlando wasn't the shooter, Big Dre was the shooter," because y'all heard Suge say Orlando wasn't the shooter. If Orlando wasn't the shooter and this is the fucking story, then Orlando wasn't the fucking shooter. The shooter was light-skinned, looked soft in the face like a bitch that had on a bald head with a hat, according to Gaddafi. Not no brown-skinned nigga. Everybody in this car is brown. This story's a lie, y'all. I'm telling you. This is why Keefe D can't remember shit. While Anderson, hold on, Davis handed the gun he received from Martin to Smith. Smith expressed reluctance to shoot, so Anderson grabbed the gun from Smith and began shooting at Knight's vehicle. While Anderson was shooting, Davis recalls Knight looking directly at Davis. Come on, man. Really? Niggas is shooting at this nigga car and he looking over there at, yeah, okay, brother. While Anderson was shooting, Davis recalled Knight looking directly at Davis. Davis recalled Shakur trying to escape the line of fire by getting in the back seat. As Brown drove away from the scene, a vehicle attempted to follow the suspect vehicle. Davis believes the car was a Sebring or something similar, driven and occupied by females. Anderson shot at the pursuing vehicle, causing it to cease. Brown then drove the group to a parking lot near the carriage house. The group exited the car and Anderson placed the gun on top of the front passenger tire. Why not back under the hood? Anyway, but while the group walked to the Monte Carlo casino, they observed a passing ambulance, which they presumed was en route to the hospital from the shooting scene. The group then spent the evening partying at the Monte Carlo casino. The following day, Davis said Terrence Brown returned to the Cadillac to ensure no cases were present. Davis, bro, did y'all ever hear this story that Terry went back to the car to make sure it wasn't no fucking shells inside the car, y'all? Was that in Murder Rap? Did Keefe D ever tell that? These niggas is, this nigga wrote this bullshit out, bro. Terrence Brown said he wasn't even there. The following day, Davis and Terrence Brown returned to the Cadillac to ensure no cases were present. Davis, his wife, Paula Clemens, Orlando Anderson, and Anderson's girlfriend returned to Los Angeles in the Buick Century. What? During the morning hours, Davis received a telephone call from Martin, from Zip. Martin requested Davis meet him at a restaurant in Los Angeles. Davis recalled the restaurant being a hot wing place at Melrose Boulevard and La Brea Avenue. While at the restaurant, Martin told Davis that Combs had called Martin and asked, "Was that us?" Martin said he also received a phone call from Faith Evans about the shooting. Yo, my nigga. Okay. Evans is known to the investigators as to have been the wife of Christopher Wallace at the time. Davis asked Martin when he would receive the compensation for the shooting. So he's saying Keefe D asked Zip, when would he receive the compensation for the shooting? Zip Martin told Keefe D Davis he would get the money when he returns to New York. Additionally, while at the restaurant, Combs called Martin again. Martin then handed the phone over to Davis. Combs again inquired, "Was that us?" Davis recalled Combs sounded elated about the situation. Hey, yo, why did Greg Kading leave that part out, Murder Rap, y'all? Why did Greg Kading leave that out on Vlad? Why did Greg Kading leave that out on Bums? Why did they not tell this bullshit, yo? Do y'all hear this story? This shit is all a lie, yo. This shit is bullshit. I guarantee you, this motherfucker, they made up all this shit and got Keefe D to agree to it, just like they did with the motherfucking Teresa Swan shit. Or Tammy Hawkins, whatever the fuck. You tell me you had all this evidence back then when niggas was alive and y'all didn't arrest Puff? Man, if you don't get out of here. Davis asked Martin when would he receive compensation for the shooting. Martin told Davis he would get the money when he returns to New York. Additionally, while at the restaurant, Combs called Martin again. Martin then handed the phone to Davis. Combs again inquired, "Was that us?" Davis recalled Combs sounding elated about the situation. Davis recalled holding a gang meeting and disclosing to the members of his gang what happened in Las Vegas. The meeting took place at Serrato's at a regional park on Bellflower Boulevard. Davis, now hold on. Now y'all remember that meeting that they said that they had with Russell Poole in that Russell Poole investigation with Wedgie and them, and they said Wedgie attended the joint with I think Ken and them, and they had the meeting in the park or whatever to see if they could get the green light hit on Tupac and Suge. Now this comes back up, right? Okay. Davis recalled holding a gang meeting and disclosing to members of his gang that what happened in Las Vegas. The meeting took place at Serrato's at a regional park on Bellflower Boulevard. Davis continued to make efforts to collect the hit money from Zip. Eventually, Davis arranged to meet with Martin at a Roxbury club on Sunset Boulevard. Darius Rogers, that's D-Mac, and Fleetwood were also at the location with Zip Martin. Zip Martin and Keefe D. Davis spoke privately. Martin explained that Combs had not yet given him the money to give to Davis. This meeting took place approximately 1 month after Shakur's murder, right? Eventually, Davis was arrested pursuant to an unrelated narcotics investigation and went to prison. Since Davis released from prison, he has had no contact with Zip Martin or Sean Puffy Combs. During the summer of 2008, Davis encountered Darius Rogers, again, that's D-Mac, right? Now listen to this. Why the fuck did Greg Kading leave this out, y'all? During the summer of 2008, Davis, Keefe D encountered Darius D-Mac Rogers in San Fernando Valley at the 76 gas station off Topanga Boulevard. Very detailed. Davis advised Rogers, Keefe D advised D-Mac that he needed to get in touch with Combs, Puffy. D-Mac Rogers informed Davis, Keefe D, that Sean Combs had given the contract money to Zip Martin. However, Zip Martin kept the money, according to D-Mac. Combs and Martin had a falling out over that matter. Bro. You telling me these mother effers failed to mention that in murder rap? You telling me Keefe D failed to mention that D-Mac told him that Puff paid the money and Zip kept it? Greg Kading, you left that out? And we supposed to believe this story. You got proof that that motherfucking D-Mac told Keefe D that Puff paid the ransom. And Zip kept it? And this ain't in the grand jury. I told y'all this nigga was not playing that whole prophet tape, that old video for a they coached this nigga, bro. They coached him. Wait, do y'all need to see this again? Eventually, Davis was arrested pursuant to an unrelated narcotics investigation and went to prison. Since Davis' release from prison, he had had no contact with Martin or Combs. During the summer of 2008, Davis encountered Darius Rogers, D-Mac, in the San Fernando Valley at the 76 gas station off Topanga Boulevard. Davis advised D-Mac that he needed to get in touch with Diddy. D-Mac informed Keefe D that Diddy had given the contract money to Zip. However, Zip kept the money, according to D-Mac, and Combs and Zip had a falling out over that matter. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. What is going on out here? What is going on out here? Let's continue. I know y'all mind is blown just as well as mine. But Greg Kading is dirty, bro. Why he leave all this out? Why he never told all this truth? This is the fucking original paperwork right here, bro. Davis also recalled hearing that Martin Zip had kept the money from another New York drug dealer named Gregory Kane. This conversation occurred sometime in 2005, while Kane and Davis were together at Kevin Davis' house in Corona, California. Yo, come on, my niggas. Come on, my niggas. Come on. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on. And you telling me y'all had all this information and the feds ain't coming rest Puff? How much more evidence do y'all need? And y'all gave all this shit and nobody went to jail? And this was 2009? And y'all had all this information with D-Mac saying that Puff paid it. You got this nigga testifying, telling y'all this with a motherfucking federal agent there, 3 detectives, and y'all got Keefe D locked up today. Keefe D also recalled hearing that Zip had kept the money from another New York drug dealer by the name Gregory Kane. This conversation occurred sometime in 2005 while Kane and Davis were together at Kevin Davis' house in Corona, California. Why didn't Greg Kading, y'all, ever give up this information? Why he never said this? Vlad, you need to get your motherfucking man back up there, Vlad. Vlad, get your man back up there. Vlad, come on, Vlad. Stop playing, Vlad. Vlad, stop protecting these niggas. All these Caucasians. Stop protecting them, Vlad. Come on, man. Nigga playing with us. You want to be a hip-hop nigga, you better keep it real. Stop being favoritism to these Caucasians, man. And these cops, nigga. This nigga's you tell me this nigga had all this information and never said shit? We thought we wasn't gonna get this paperwork. Great Kading, you getting a paperwork party today. I know them bums over there with y'all jaws on the floor. Yeah, we getting a little bit closer to you, pig. We gonna have us a bacon party, nigga. We making a BLT with your ass today, nigga. Bacon, lettuce, and tomatoes. Here go the CD, y'all. Where all the audio at with this whole shit on it. Now let me show y'all something else. Check this out, right? Hold on, let me see what y'all got to say. All right, let me show y'all this. Now, not only did I get the original point, right? Now, I got the proffer, right? Didn't I tell you, y'all, they was coaching this dude? Look at the proffer, right? This is one part of the proffer agreement, right? Let me show y'all. This dude, Greg K, is full of shit, yo. Right? Let me just show you one part of it. Now, hold on. Let me get these cops' names again. All right. So WH, you're going to see WH. That's William Holcomb, right? You're going to see DD. That's going to be Darren Dupree, right? So the DD is Darren Dupree. The WH is Detective William Holmcomb, right? And the A, you're going to see the A is going to be Keefe D, his answer. That's what the A is, the answer, right? So check this out. All right, so as you can see right here, the statement right here is Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, right? And this is the Las Vegas Metro Police Department, right? This is when the LAPD, this is when the LAPD brought Keefe D to Vegas, or well, when Vegas came to interview Keefe D about the murder, Tupac shit, right? So right here, what happens is the detective leaves the room at this point that they tell, and that Keefe D is telling the story to Vegas, right? So when he leaves the room, this is what they start saying. Just so we clarify, as William Holcomb say, right? And then the Detective Long from Vegas leaves the room, right? So now Darren Dupree say to Keefe D, "What's up, man? What's up, man? Okay." And then William Holcomb say, "Look, you're doing a pretty good job. I know it's kind of hard, like you ain't supposed to be getting in anything, like you was involved in murder. You got to keep it." And then you can't hear what he say, right? Darren Dupree says, "What you told us. Stay consistent with what you told us," right? So Keefe D say, "He gave me the gun. He gave me the gun." That's what, don't say that, right? So he says, William Holcomb say, "Listen, okay, Keith, did you hear what I just told you? I already told you before we started." Keefe D goes, "Yeah." William Holcomb goes, "There's no reason for him to ask me anything like that." Say, there's no reason for you to ask him or me anything like that. If you want to try to do not what I say do, then you know better than to ask him that question. Okay? Don't ask him that. But because he know I'm going to keep it real. But I understand what you're saying. Yeah. But it's been told that way before. I need to stay with it because it's the same story, because it happened. Right? You might want to say, so that's what you got to do. Let me say, stay consistent with, whatever happened. Let me put it this way to make it easy. Okay. Let me make it easy for you, okay? You can say that I think I recall it could have been like this. I'm presently not quite sure if it was exactly this way or that way, but I think he could have handed it to me, and I hand it to him. You could put it in that kind of stay consistent. Yeah. The thing is, you got to stay consistent because the story's already been told. and leave it at that, and you can sleep at night. I know you're going to trust me. I know you're going to trust me what I'm saying, but he's trying to be an attorney. So no, what I'm trying to say is just stay consistent, but your recollection doesn't have to be exactly. You can hear what I'm saying? You can put it in that way where I'm trying to recall. Now that I think about it, he could have handed it to me. Okay? He did give it to me. Right? So these motherfuckers is sitting there coaching Keefe D. They sitting there telling him what to say, bro. Soon as the detective step out the room. Now I'm gonna get to the whole profit. I'm gonna do the whole profit shit, right? But listen to what's going on here, bro. Listen to what's going on here, bro. Something ain't right. Why did he leave out all that information? D-Mac told Keefe D at the 76 gas station, yo, Puff gave the money to Zip, my nigga. Zip kept it. And y'all leave that out on Murder Rap? What is going on here? So, did Puff put the hit out on Tupac? Why are they not giving up this information? If it's all there, right? Why would Greg Kading leave this out, y'all? Let me just let this sit here just for a second so y'all can see it, the date yourself, and read it yourself. Look at this yourself. You tell me. You read that for your own eyes, and you tell me. Read it for yourself. Tell me. What does that say? Y'all got it? Now, if you don't think this is real, let me just take it to the top of the page so you can see it right there. And you see your boy, Greg Kading name, right there. Why did Greg Kading leave all this out, y'all? Why did Keefe D leave all this out? Now, there's more to this. Check this out. Look at this. Now, there's the prosecution's case for today, right? Look at this right here. Defendant's multiple confessions along with testimony evidence presented at the grand jury established proof evident and presumption great of defendant's guilt. Here, the defendant confessed to being the leader of the Southside Crips during the time of Shakur's murder. He openly declares that if the Southside Crips was an army, he was the general. He states that the death row beatdown of his nephew, Orlando Anson, gave him the ultimate green light on Shakur at night. He admits to obtaining, oh shit, this motherfucker calling me right now. Hold on a second, y'all. 1 second. Y'all can read that. Hold on. So you got here the defendant has confessed to being the leader of the Southside Crips during the time of Shakur's murder. He openly declares that if the Southside Crips was an army, he was the general. He states that the death row beatdown of his nephew, Orlando Anderson, gave the ultimate green light on Shakur and Knight, and admits to obtaining a firearm for the purposes of seeking and confronting Shakur and Knight. He puts himself in a white Cadillac with Southside Crips that was subordinate to him. He admits to providing a firearm to the shooter. He admits to telling the driver of the Cadillac to turn to confront Shakur and Knight. He admits to being in the car with his soldiers during the shooting and then instructing them wait, where the fuck was that? Defendant has bragged about his role in the murder of Shakur and mocked the manner in which Shakur died. Defendant has even confessed to attempting to receive payment from Sean Combs for the murder of Shakur. The admixture of the defendant's multiple confessions with DeAndre Smith's confession with Lee's, Ladd's, and Wright's testimony of the gang dynamic in play, along with the eyewitness accounts that corroborate defendant's testimony, all demonstrate what defendant has said in many different ways for over a decade. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis orchestrated the gang hit of Tupac Shakur as retribution for the beating of his nephew Orlando Anderson. To aid his defense, defendant now claims that he is merely a prolific liar and not a murderer. The state submits that both can be true. Defendant claims that his recall of events were for entertainment. But who exactly was he entertaining when confessing to the Las Vegas Metro Police Department homicide? See Exhibit 1. And if the defendant's position is that all his confessions are false, that would certainly allow for the omission of his conversation with the federal task force that the defendant references. See Exhibit 5, report of defendant's December 18th, 2008 interview with Joint Federal Task Force. And to be clear, the state did not admit defendant's proffer to the federal. Oh, shit. To be clear, the state did not admit defendant's proffer to the federal task force to the grand jury. As noted by the defendant motion for bail, a recording of his confessing to the murder to the Joint Task Force was publicly distributed in 2015. If defendant's position is that the statements are all lies, then his proffer would certainly be admissible at trial. Oh, shit. The fact, hold on. This case is so fucking messy, bro. The facts, as they relate to the proffer, are somewhat relevant to his position that the proffer was compelled. Moreover, what statement by the defendant to the California or federal authorities protected by a proffer agreement is unclear. Most of the information of the alleged proffer can be gleaned from public information. Sometime around 2008, defendant was caught in the sting operation by a task force of federal agents and local enforcement in California. At that time, the defendant cooperated with the authorities, providing what limited information he had concerning the Christopher Biggie Smalls Wallace murder investigation. During that time, law enforcement also learned about the defendant's drug connections, as well as his knowledge related to Tupac's murder. It is the state's understanding that the defendant cooperated in setting up high-level drug transactions for the task force in an effort to work off his... Yo, come on, bro. This is ridiculous, man. So y'all telling me y'all let him get away with a whole murder because he cooperated with the task force? During that time, law enforcement also learned about the defendant's drug connections, as well as his knowledge related to Tupac's murder. It is the state's understanding that the defendant cooperated in setting up high-level drug transactions for the task force in an effort to work off his charges. Additionally, on one occasion, an assistant U.S. state's attorney sat down with the defendant pursuant to a written proffer agreement that provided him protection for that one conversation. On some various internet and television accounts, recordings of the defendant with California authorities appear to have been a part of the program. Those recordings were created in that singular protected proffer session or during other conversations with law enforcement is unknown. Based on the inability to know the circumstances of those recordings, they were not used at the grand jury. Defendant next argues that the most compelling evidence that the defendant was not involved in the murder of Shakur comes from the mouth of Marion Suge Knight. Defendant's motions for bail, page 13, defendant cites an interview with Knight gave to the TV show TMZ. However, in a subsequent interview, Knight implies that DeAndre Big Dre or Freaky Dre Smith is one of the Southside Crips in the car responsible for Shakur's murder. In that interview, Knight takes issue with the Calvin Brodus Jr., aka Snoop Dogg, for his lack of loyalty to Shakur, Knight, and Death Row. Specifically, Knight referencing Brodus in that interview. Knight takes issue with Calvin Brodus, Snoop Dogg, for his lack of loyalty to Shakur, Knight, Death Row. Specifically, Knight references Brodus recording a song on the album with someone who was part of the murder of Shakur. The album Knight is referring to is DeAndre Freaky Dre Smith's album Hard White, on which Calvin Brodus records the song When You Living the Life. Suge gonna have to shut the fuck up. Because he don't want to testify, but he fucking testifying by fucking doing this collect call shit. Now Snoop is dragged into the shit. Likewise, the FBI 302, which exhibited number 5, exhibit 5, was prepared on March 16, 2009, describing a December 18, 2008 conversation. It does not mention the AUSA or any sort of proffer protection. However, out of an abundance of caution, the state did not present evidence of that statement at the grand jury. Despite numerous efforts, the state has not been able to acquire the actual proffer document from either California federal authorities nor the defendant pre-indictment counsels. This motherfucker ain't got no goddamn proffer. That shit is bullshit. They ain't even got the paperwork for the proffer. What the fuck is going on here with this shit, bro? Wait, yo, this is crazy, bro. Knight further clarified that when he said free Keefe D, it was not because of the defendant's guilt or innocence, but rather that Knight is opposed to prison for anybody, regardless of who the person is. Yo, Suge testifying without testifying. You don't even know it. Knight then opinions about defendant's statement stating that if any of this shit is true, and I ain't here to say what is and what's not, he is safer in prison than he is on the streets. It's no secret that Knight has not cooperated with law enforcement during any aspect of the investigation into the shooting that injured him and killed Shakur, but that the defendant's most compelling argument that he is not responsible for Shakur's murder rests on Knight's wholesale stance against incarceration demonstrates the overwhelming evidence, largely from the defendant himself, that the defendant is responsible for the murder of Shakur. According to the defendant, according to the defendant, Tupac chose the wrong game to play and the wrong niggas to play with. Suge and them should have done a better job protecting Tupac because they knew who the fuck we were and what we were capable of. GJT, Volume 6, page 63. Davis wanted the world to know what he did and what he was capable of. Now this court knows, and accordingly, defendant must be held without bail. Defendant's credible threats to witnesses demonstrate both a consciousness of guilt, and that the defendant posed a danger to the community. Since his incarceration, the defendant had made numerous statements which demonstrate his consciousness of guilt. As it relates to this motion, the state will limit the discussion to the safety threat he poses to the community. Since the grand jury transcripts became public, a number of defendant phone calls have focused on the witnesses in the case. Much of his ire has centered on two witnesses, Reggie Wright Jr. and Lee, which means they listening to KVD's conversations, and in his conversations, he focused on Reggie and that dude Devontae Lee, Dirt Rock, or whatever his name is. Additionally, at the request of the presiding criminal judge, the state was asked to help the public defender conduct a conflict check. The state, hold on. Oh, because a conflict check, I guess, because of Reggie and Devontae Lee. I guess they figured out these motherfuckers is lying. So now the state was, the judge asked them to do ask to help the public defender conduct a conflict check in Reggie's story and Devontae Lee's story. The state provided information related to a witness as well as a list of known Southside and mob members who were a part of a search warrant in Compton in 1996. See Exhibit 3. Deputy Public Defender David Westbrook provided this list to the defendant despite not being appointed to the case. Defendant told his son that the people on the list were witnesses who have cooperated with the investigation. Based upon the phone calls, either the defendant or Mr. Westbrook provided the same list to the defendant's son. The photograph of the list was then distributed for what can only be submitted as a means of dissuasions. See Exhibit 4. On October 9th, 2023, at 1:05 hours, defendant called his wife and son, Davis Jr. During the call, Davis Jr. told the defendant to call him in the morning. I got something to tell you about some shit going on. Defendant asked what? And Davis Jr. stated, around the city, they talking about it's a green light on outside. Davis Jr. stated, they said we was raised in war. We don't give a fuck. KVD replied, nigga, we was raised in war. We don't give a fuck. When the defendant questioned what was going on, David Jr. told him, the nigga be rude. Defendant asked if he was gone, and David Jr. said that when the defendant questioned what was going on, David Jr. told him, the nigga be rude. Defendant asked if he was gone, and David Jr. said that he was saying it's on. David Jr. then told defendant, we will talk to him tomorrow. See Exhibit 5, DVD of call 10/9/23 at 1:05 p.m., edited to begin at approximately 4:40 into the call. And the defendant's word, a green light is authorization to kill. This caused enough concern that the federal government stepped in and provided resources to at least Mr. Lee so he could change his residence. So Devontae Lee has now got federal protection because some dude be rude is threatening Southside, according to this. But what the prosecutor is saying is they trying to make like Keefe D's a shot caller, like he's putting out a hit. But what his son is saying is that they saying it's a green light on us, on Keefe D and them, or Southside or his family. And Keefe D said, like, nigga, we was raised in war. I don't give a fuck. Like, in other words, saying that I don't care. I ain't scared if they saying it's a green light on us. It's a green light on us. I don't give a fuck. But the prosecutor is spinning it like Keefe D is saying they putting the green light on somebody. And that's not what they saying. Keefe D is just saying, nigga, I don't give a fuck. Like, if nigga saying it's a green light on us, it's a green light on us. But, nigga, we was raised in war. So we don't give a fuck. So now, but what this tells me is if the feds is protecting Devontae Lee, that means that this case just went federal. The feds just got involved. So I don't know how long this is going to be a state case, but this shit's about to become federal. The federal indictment is going to come involved in this. If the feds came and grabbed Dirt Rock, that means the feds is involved. Defendant's previous convictions show he is a danger to the community. Defendant's first arrest occurred in 1983 for grand theft and robbery. In 1984, he was arrested for shooting into an inhabited dwelling, but it was reduced to a misdemeanor in 1985. His first two felony convictions occurred in 1985 for narcotics in California, both possessions and transport to sell. In 1986, he was convicted of possession of narcotics for sale twice and was sentenced to his first prison sentence. After his parole in 1988, he was convicted of possession of a controlled substance. In 1998, he was federally convicted for conspiracy and distribution of cocaine and was sentenced to 70 months with 5 years supervised release. He was released on supervision in 2002, but revoked in 2005. In 2013, he was arrested for possession. He ain't got no fucking violent felonies. Why he can't get bail? In 2013, he was arrested for possession of concentrated marijuana and felony possession of a firearm. After his arrest, he fled the jurisdiction of California and moved to Henderson, Nevada. In 2015, he was convicted of gun charges and sentenced to 16 months in California prison. Okay, so conclusion, here the defendant confessed over and over again, and he is responsible. This is their conclusion. Here the defendant confessed over and over again that he is responsible for the murder of Tupac Shakur. Now, finally, facing the consequences of his actions, defendant asked the court to ignore his words, to ignore the words to the Federal Joint Task Force in 2008, to ignore his words in his voluntary statement to the Las Vegas Metro Police Department in 2009, to ignore his words from his interviews to producers in 2017, I guess that's BET, to ignore his words from his own book in 2019, to ignore his words in his interviews from 2020 up to his arrest. The state maintains, however, if one merely listened to the defendant's words coupled with the testimonies elicited at the grand jury, the proof is evident and presumption great that Dwayne Keefe D. Davis orchestrated the murder of Tupac Shakur. Dated this 28th of December, 2023, was just a few days ago. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. I don't know. But joke, no joke. I'll be back with the list. The Jeffrey Epstein list is next. All right? Joke, no joke. I'll be back in a minute. One. Damn, Keefe D. Great Kading. You left out a lot, Great Kading. Great Kading. You didn't tell us about the meeting at the gas station, Great Kading. Great Kading, we need answers, Great Kading. We need answers, Great Kading. I don't know. That we gonna come back later. Joke, no joke. Hit that subscribe button if you new here. Hit that like on your way out. I'll be back in a minute with the Jeffrey Epstein list, y'all. All right? I got to go work out. 1 minute. I'll be back.
No palm tree, the trees and the palms of dealers and fiends. Late night roam the streets. Weed is weaker, but it's cheaper. Not many chicks frontin' like divas. Out west, every chick's a model like Eva, and you know I'm far from believing her. So I'm G'ing her like she G'ing me. Banging in LA is a different thing. At the end, you either dead on the bang, getting out, doing better things. On Sunset, where they hang. Hollywood, where they hustle for change. Times Square here, it's the same. No matter where you go, you'll find a lane. On the west, they kick it with Kane. On the east, trees the social thing. East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. When I'm on the west and I'm doing my thing, don't offer me coke or your nose I bang. Friends don't offer other deadly things. Thanks for the hospitality, we'll still hang. I won't judge you, leave me as I came. On the road to success, top of the game. Eat all the finer things in the food chain. Teach my kids to do the same. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your glasses, take a toast. If you rap, East Coast. Gotta love life and offer wonderful things. Being to travel is a privileged thing. Came back to the East, air wasn't fresh. Streets filled with trash, various people in the eye. It's easy to tell who's upper middle class. Police and racism, same as crash. Back to where they not social, where they less vocal. When they don't know you, be careful, show you around the East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap, East Coast, whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Pop your bottles and toss the cork. If you rap, West Coast. Both coasts are known to give you fame. Got paparazzis playing cameras your way. Got you bobbing and weaving like Cassius Clay. Most thugs turn Muslim in older days. Change their name to Allah they pray. Probably till they decay. This go out to the east and west. For Big and Pac, y'all let's connect. Whether East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. Grab your raps, roll it up. If you rap West Coast, brother, East Coast, West Coast, East Coast, West Coast. You can't get the West without the ES, so it's manifested that we connect. You know what it is. Choke, no joke, learn from mistakes, baby. You know what it is. Greg on the track. Rest in peace, baby. Either war, we here now. You know what it is. Stay the hell. Don't follow those cats. Choke, no joke. You already know. Let's go out to Grego. Now I'm out the game. Feel good not pitching in the hood. And I really don't think I could go back to selling crack and stashing them packs in my ass. I maintain weekly money the same. And nah, I don't go through them games. Niggas testing my brain with them triple beams filled with change. Pot crack, grams in the drain. Get hit with the fake exchange. Like baking soda flour. After being on Broadway for hours. Getting knocked, being back at start. Niggas testing if I got heart. Pushing me to pop some shots. Just stop the ball before the start. Old lady with the binocs. Give description to cops. Why they try to tear us apart with that good cop, bad cop. I ain't going for the game, he ain't tell you a thing. Your partners with them saying the same. You can tighten them cuffs till you see veins. Stop fucking yanking them down. They might fuck you if you ain't sane. And nigga never sniff cocaine. And I don't care what game or part of the area you claim. Praise Scarface, you must be insane. Nigga, Tony fucked the boss Dane. His right hand man, he's slain to get his back blown out the game. Do it on the low, let nobody know. No pillow talk to home. And if he step on your toes, don't bust a blame. Cause everybody will know. Or get out the game. They say that change is good. It's a lot of stress in the hood. And I know if you could, you would. Get out the game, but you stuck in that time. Wet a nigga in public like Shine. For a witness to drop a dime. For self-defense, do or die. Celebs doing time. Mike Vick on the child line. Even Kobe, Jason Williams, Gage, kick like Shinobi. Little Kim for perjury. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? Let's go. When it's late night, make sure it's packed tight. And when you take those flights, never eye the Jake in sight. And shake them fuckers when they dead to right. Making a fifth go rumble. Because of stick up trouble. Blasting your gap for a cat, for in fact, with some crap that don't involve you. For some dudes that don't love you, all they wanna do is pawn you until you go down. And don't do shit for you when you lock down, or even when you touch down. But they tell you to go to the pound. The same block that gave you a pound. Years in the pen, now you live it again. What mind state are you in? When you back it for 10, and you was just waiting for a teen to come home to relive it again. Entrapment should be a sin. The way they reel us in, parole us to a revolving door to bring us in. This shit is insane. The game is insane. The game will fuck with your brain. That's why I'm out the game. Yeah. Just get out the game, man. I know they told y'all there's only 2 ways out. Jail and death. Nah, just get out, nigga. Just get out, man. It's easy. Just walk away, nigga. If they care about you, they'll let you go. If you in the game and you want to go and get a better life, and they won't let you walk away, what Choke no joke. Grego, you already know. The beast is chemical, baby. That's why I'm out the game. Choke no joke. You already know. Y'all know I love that cooch. You know what this is. I love that cooch. Yeah. It's the A thing. Clean cooch. Let's go. Yo, what's up? My nuts when I wake up. Got more than wood and I just bust one. And mahogany, I'm Ron Osley. Between the sheets, and she want to ski. And just shout with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D, her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned, had a Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in her eyes, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I rob and take it for me to taste it. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. I eat her coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. Up my nuts when I wake up. Got more than wood and I just bust one. And mahogany, I'm Ron Osley. Between the sheets, and she want to ski. And just shout with me with what I thought was pee. She rolled the D, her water broke B. Not pregnant, but baptized me. I'm down for more love, but change the sheet. She said, please, I want more. Next thing I know, mattress dripping the floor from her juices. Oral had me stoned, had a Corinne and Medusa in one. And when I look in her eyes, between her thighs, I tell you no lie, ain't shit won't buy. I rob and take it for me to taste it. Red Lobster, pussy, biscuit, freshly baked. Eat that coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. I eat her coochie all night. She sprayed my face like Shook Sprite. I love her. Choke no joke, no joke. You know what it is.
Hey, son.
Hi, when are you coming home?
Mommy's not coming home.
Why?
Goodbye.
Where are you? Where are you?
Mommy's not coming home.
Why?
Tell Daddy I'm not coming home.
Why?
Goodbye. Bye. What am I supposed to do? Tell this 10-year-old boy I'm getting some new dick or something?
Check. Yeah. Choke no joke. Know what it is. This go out to the desperate housewives in New York, Atlanta, Texas, California, Miami, Mississippi. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sound trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. Yeah. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sound trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. It was quick how it happened. We was just chatting, had a lot in common. I kept her laugh in the department in which a man was lacking. He was the king of the ship. Somehow I became captain. My swag on platinum, all my goldie just smacking. Then phone sex had happened. Things went left. Our common interest in sex, something like Little Kim and Hugh F. We knew if we met, it would be electric. Then the day came and we met. It was beyond my dream. A dream so sweet it made me scream. It was like a dream. Knew why he made a queen. I wanted to find Marty McFly and use that time machine. Run up in the church, create a scene. Object to that wedding, ain't giving my ring like, I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sounds trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. Yeah. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sounds trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. I fell harder than a mother, my number one lover. Yo, under them covers was like no other. Had everything in common. I used to love her until he bugged her. Bitch motherfucker, device in the whip, had to call it quits. Hit us like a brick, we both sick. Now she got dilemma, like Kelly the kids. I'm calm, wish I never met the chick. Missing her seafood and our trips. Sex in the soul house, we did that shit. Sexing on the tent, we risked that shit. We both freaky as fuck, I miss my chick. Well, never mind, there to take him off of mine. Kindred spirits, just the wrong time. Get divorced, you can hit my line. Until I repent, it's next lifetime. Like, I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sounds trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. Yeah. I never thought in my life, not me, I fall for another man's wife. Oh God, I know that it sounds trite. I'm caught up with a desperate housewife. Joke, no joke, you already know. It's that south side of Eden Wall flow. We out of here. Stay the hell. Don't follow those cats. The niggas that be on the gram. Tell them what they doing. Choke, no joke. You know what it is. Yo, y'all niggas better stay DL. Down low. Stop flossing, man. You just want them to just come and get you. Learn from our mistakes, man. That's what this is about. Learn from mistakes. Choke, no joke. Let's go. You already know. Make it low. Let's go. My aim was enlightened. Drop jewels on you. You thinking I'm jealous? I ain't got cheddar like you. I'm the dude to a game, you got school. Was a local cat, snatch you when I made moves. I'm paranoid and preaching, you was sleeping. Knew you was sneak deep and couldn't see us beefing. Learn from mistake, don't show I got cake. Impress a nigga to rob me, bitch in my face. Get knocked by the feds, lay up for about 8. Ass so busy flossing, ain't thinking about Jake. Loose, yapping, they wiretapping, videotaping, your ways in action. Front like times hard, two-door garage, ice like Liberage, with no damn job, without a reasonable doubt. You think you Jay-Z with your platinum jewelry, he got a job, B. You shining on doctors with 4 degrees, laughing cause I'm broke on the streets. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Shh, let's go. For beef, we not dolo. For cash, you go solo. Thought I was your man, shot me down like Manolo. Thought I was your partner when you played me was whack. No niggas dust that I wouldn't flip like that. What gives? See your man struggle while you live? That's some shit. Struggling, give you the kicks. Used to stick for gooses. Warm when we pump deuces. Break night in the jacks, trying to see millions like Brewster. You don't act like you used to. I'm the dude. When niggas was friends, like yo, Joe, come through. I wet you like McClain for those who claim to be pain. The game of death, that's what you get with got game. Ill with automatics, we're never static. You carry head niggas, put one in your cabbage. Fear, don't have it, you fill me with laughter. In OGSC, then I'm original gun clapper. Like Dan Gaddafi, see a mill be Casper. Like Dre the doctor, the math from after. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL and Sal. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Nigga, y'all loud, louder than the weed, nigga. Thinking with your pockets, cop the ice locket. She somewhere in Houston, you blew like a rocket. Her seed was bait, through the line she caught it. Gave her all that loot, she couldn't afford it. Frontin' to them bitches, yo, I'm feeling him. Blue puff in your face, daddy, all about Benjamin. Remember me, I'm your friend to the end. Like Chucky, used to slay bitches like Buffy. Thinking why they cuff me, think of the luxuries you had. In the cell with other willies, you brag. I pushed the big Ben to 20-inch rims. Went in the club, Chris for all my men. Sitting across the bar, what's up, star? Back to reality, you back in bars. You chose not to listen, had the H-class glisten. Knew the rules of the game, played yourself out position. Stay DL, BDL is L. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL is L. You ain't DL when your name ring bells. Stay DL, BDL is L. You ain't DL when your name ring bells.
Yo, son, yo. So that son is me, yo.
I see.
You ain't noticed me, yo.
I see,
all this
man.
diamonds and stuff, yo.
How can I
Fat
not?
diamond ring I got, yo. Yo, what you talking about, yo?
No,
These diamonds, yo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I got $35,000 on me right now.
Oh my God.
Nigga, I can show you the money.
No joke out here in DR. My man Delvin, see him?
Yeah. In Dominican Republic.
Alright?
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah. Joke, no joke. Primo, you ain't want to give me no beat, so I'm stealing one. Take it personal. You know you my guy, Primo, love you. You gonna give me a beat after this one. I never thought that you would cry me, go against me, and backstab me. Third eye is strong, word is bond. Put you on the fakes, and now you won. I gave you support, and you play me. For those who play with butt, yeah, I'm talking Breakfast Club, Revolt, whatever. All I know is birds of a feather. Hang with those that they hate. Once the realness, now you fake, and I see through you. What you gonna do when they book you and your Duke shoot? I know you think I'm expose you. This ain't no threat, take it personal. Choke, no joke. 2023, it's on me. You hear me? 2023 is on me. They say why I don't come around the game, cause all y'all dudes undercover gay, and I don't play those fucking games. Yo, stop the track, I'm fucking Slay. Rest in peace, K Slay, man. It's black.
Jay told me in no certain terms that, you know, no rapper can really afford to look bad in front of him. So it's almost like we gotta blackball him.
Shout out to Jay-Z for seeing the big picture here.
Yeah, and it was a hard pill to swallow.
Tariq, you kill the weeds, not the seeds that grow the trees. And as long as you alive, Dame should have a milli. Fuck you mean bleed. Nigga, don't get me started. You know I'm retarded and lying hearted. You flipped on your peeps for those peoples in them white sheets. Like you pro-black. We pass kneeling, how you shit on cap.
Did you kneel to what you stand?
Would I what?
Did you kneel to what you stand?
Okay. I think we passed kneeling.
Nigga, you got the check. The pros went back, and that's no cap. Leaving cap with no salary cap. Your son said you his dad, and you never threw him a pass. Watching his siblings in the stands, say lips, say no, say hands. You say the kid is not your son, they call you Hov, it must be immaculate conception. Oh yeah. My man had to come through and make sure it went through. Y'all niggas is in trouble. Choke, no joke. I ain't no joke, the mixtape. We here now. You already know. Let's go. Choke chillin', got away from the building. Ain't shit really changed though, I'm still that villain. I'm making money with rhyme, fuck black on black crime. Beef and money don't mix like Muslims and swine. I'm talking milk, penicillin, y'all be illin'. Y'all be thinking y'all killers with your school face grilling. Kick that bullshit to me, y'all be wet though like Bruce Lee and Brandon and Hearst on the highway to heaven. Man, you making mad threats and stuck in one section. I'm OBP like Naughty, making connections. Talking under your breath, get you something you don't need. 2 fully loaded Macs, filled up with heat. Nigga, you sweeter than 30 days for a body. Pop shit to these niggas, see me walk by me. But I ain't looking for no beef, I don't eat bologna. But I bring a whole cow if you run up on me. Shiesty, try me and hype me to peel your wig back like 10 cent icy. Bring it, stop bluffing, I got you threats, they mean nothing. I respond like Bond, I come through, I'm bombing. Playing bodegas, flipping Montega. You tan in the Jacks, I tan in Jamaica. Faker, wouldn't bust if he raped ya. Your chick outblazed her, hit it like Jada. While you blew up a pager, had to breathe like Vader. Your star at war, with the lightsaber. I'm here to lyrically tear your red, nigga, you a spear. I jack you up, now you out of here. Throw me on the 600. Now fucking nigga humming, blowing down 8th Ave with a bad bitch blunted. I take it there. Y'all niggas don't want it. Y'all niggas don't want it. Y'all niggas don't want it with no joke. Who you thought it be? Represent the NYC. Bring it on if you niggas want some with me. Have y'all niggas feeling it like Jay-Z. No joke. Who you thought it be? Represent the NYC. Bring it on if you niggas want some of me. Bronze King like the LORD-FINE-SC. And that bullshit y'all do, y'all niggas don't stress me. Oh yeah, and you already know, Eden War what it is. Choke no joke, I ain't no joke. The mixtape, we here now. Choke no joke. Yeah. You know what Choke no joke. You know what it is. Let's go, let's go. 2020, rich niggas, money funny. We got killer bees and I lost my honey. My little sex master, yeah, she was a distraction to my mathematics. Then Corona happened. The government capping on what's really happening. Rock Nation signing niggas that's out here ratting. And Jay's the captain of the ship? Ain't this a bitch? You keep his sign and snitch? We lost Andre and Rich. Life's a bitch. Can't have a funeral no matter if you rich or poor. Overpopulated at morgues. Funeral homes, bodies all on the floor. No food in stores, no meat no more. These the last days if you never prayed. Have faith, all sort of illicit days. Yo, it's tough. When you see Puff rock a hoodie with his baby mama hanging from a cross, you lost. Damn, you told the CEO on the gram he was a handsome man. That's sexual harassment in front of millions of fans. You made Fab wanna scram like Sunday Letitia. Joseph don't leave, Mary and Jesus. Sags, self-pleasing, some sneak thievers. If we were kids, you call them flat leavers. They use you, don't need you. It's birth you, then see ya. Cross you, then be ya. Curve you and flee ya. Niggas wanna be you until they see you. They idolize you like you in the case. Nigga, you normal, got punched in the face. In the A on stage or any place. A nigga like me never retire like Mace. And don't even care if the church is the escape. Last real nigga alive amongst your face. Y'all big mad, no frosting on my face. You can't come out, Epstein flight log is out. And tell us, what that spirit cooking about? Head to head with a satanist and niggas in doubt. The power of the dark side blocked me out. That's why I'm black and get it in any sport trick. That's why you the non-factor. 6ix9ine keep acting like you ain't acting. You wasn't flagging in the court yapping. That tough guy on the gram was just blabbing. Nigga, you capping. I'm the king of New York. At y'all niggas, I'm laughing. At the plaza. Action, nigga. At the plaza. It's the king of New York. Choke, no joke. We here now. You know what it is. Eat a wall, stand up. This go out to all the PJs around the world. Eat a wall.
Nah, way back.
Sound
back.
Niggas and guns. Yeah, let's go. Choke, no joke. It's all the projects in the world. You ever been to a project barbecue? Yes, I have. Played the half. Extra hours for more cash. You go half on that coke and yak. Get to the block cause it get packed. Little babies, adults or crack. We feed them too, we don't pump like that. Plus it's like us, giving back. And they sales is the reason why we got so many packs of chicken. The hood not missing. Muslim said don't put pork on chicken. They got on Al about that, they thought he didn't listen. He wasn't been touched from them government missions. But they forget that when they bite that chicken, this is when the players get knocked, cause it's hot out. The sexy show out, glowing with the back glass on the mouth. She see you with the next chick, then she them out. Hustlers them out, just for nothing. Bustin' for attention, just dumbin'. Cause we know y'all ain't bustin' nothing.
Choke, no joke. I am back. I am back. I am back. Choke, no joke. I am back. I am back. I am back. And with the update in the Keefe D trial, Keefe D has just went to court and they have postponed it for another week for his bail hearing. They have given him another another date. So he will be back next week for the bail hearing. They pushed it back a week, y'all. So you heard it first right here. Breaking news, choke no joke. Keefe D will not be having a hearing today. They pushed it back for another week, all right? You heard it here first. You heard it here first. Choke, no joke. Let's bring it back, baby. Let's bring it back. Shout out to Bro D in here. Shout out to Bro D. Bro D, this is for you, baby. Let's go. Choke, no joke. You already know. Yeah.
This go out to all the PJs around the world. Eat a wall.
Nah, way back.
Sound
back.
Niggas and guns. Yeah, let's go. Choke, no joke. It's all the projects in the world. You ever been to a project barbecue? Yes, I have. Played the half. Extra hours for more cash. You go half on that coke and yak. Get to the block cause it get packed. Little babies, adults or crack. We feed them too, we don't pump like that. Plus it's like us, giving back. And they sales is the reason why we got so many packs of chicken. The hood not missing. Muslim said don't put pork on chicken. They got on Al about that, they thought he didn't listen. He wasn't been touched from them government missions. But they forget that when they bite that chicken, this is when the players get knocked, cause it's hot out. The sexy show out, glowing with the back glass on the mouth. She see you with the next chick, then she them out. Hustlers them out, just for nothing. Bustin' for attention, just dumbin'. Cause we know y'all ain't bustin' nothing. You ever been to a project barbecue? Kids and sprinklers, deep thinkers, playing chess, our heads on your left, blowing gas. My Puerto Ricans playing handball, Miguel and Heck on the court. Niggas wanna be like Mike. Life's a box of chocolates, you're riding a pipe, playing the bench. Kids on the fence, watch your popo, chase Prince. Don't dismiss your brethren for dumb shit. Keep it gangster, no shit where you live. 12-1 right up in your crib. You never been nowhere, where else could you live? What's that? That's gangsta boo coming through, throwing it up, fucking his muffler up, scraping the concrete with Willie's so sweet. He got escorts by the chief of police from 233rd, Laconia to Gun Hill Road. Got knocked, didn't tell like Joe.
Very.
Check it out. Choke no joke. Learn from mistakes. DJ S&S the Great. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. Best day of my life, no sleep all night. Broke day for weeks, my cash was right. My capo tight, take our loot, unite. 23-hour shifts had us elude like Mike. Cash lovely, yeah, Dougie. How could this day get so ugly? Wifey bout to pop like some bubbly. Yo, doodles now most, you really bug me. Felt like a star, cop first car. Get up with the guard, what it is, baby paw. You're about to cop a van, get up with our mans. Before we reached our low spot, toes blam. Unaware what happened, discussing and clapping. It wasn't loud, ain't shit gon' happen. Me being stupid instead of getting it moving. This nigga kept chefing like the woo one. Then we heard a knock, no one knew of this spot. 6 niggas in the spot, 6 niggas not. Ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. I'm in the precinct all damn even. This good cop, bad cop shit got me steaming. No, I was caught, I ain't give a fuck. Had jokes like the usual suspects line up. Book times up, came back fuck. Shirt wrinkled up, my pigs roughed me up. Time's up, heard them clink of the cuffs. Niggas was so deep they had to call on the bus. Everybody that checks outside waiting on us like ghetto celebs. Ourselves ain't plush. 5 in the book and gave a whooping. He never forget, they gotta be split. Up in the courtroom, they cause it ruckus. Everybody in the jacks waiting on us. Try to bail us out, that thought got thrown out. Bill one so high, I couldn't bear half a nigga out. Copped out, that's what first fell in the bow. Back on the bus, Rikers the row. Wifey in the courtroom crying out. We love y'all with tears running in their mouth. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. It ain't no telling you be a first time felon. No telling when you be a first time felon. Yeah, choke no joke.
KK on
New life. They said I'll be dead or in jail. They was half right, I saw right could sell. I knew I wasn't rich when I couldn't make bail. I made out good, 5 niggas that didn't tell. Hold up, don't go to trial when caught up. Roll the dice, watch the numbers just go up. When you're off for what's short as a pup's nuts. You got the whammy, cause you pressed your luck. You could've been back on the town. Industry bound, no more busting it down. To quarters, half O's, having to catch the flow. And reassuring those who act like they don't know that the ratchet let go. If you think we won't fill them hollow points up with mercury, send them to another planet, leave them screaming like Mike and Janet. Niggas can't stand it. I felt champagne with Ross running the game. When I was locked and the CO jumped in my face, talking gangster, nigga. Like I'm not a fucking gangster, nigga. But you got it in here, cause the odds ain't fair. Cause you got that walkie and that button right there. But after 8 hours, you leave here. And that's when you friend, it's not fair. You shoot at the range, we shoot when in range. Roll up in that range, your face look real strange. The look on my face is I got that aim. Before you reach, you feel the pain. Blood stain, calculate to your brain. You been licked by that thing. In the game of death, that's what you get when got game. It's a method to the madness, how I bring the pain of one that's not sane. Choke, no joke, I do my thing. Can't hang. They say you're nobody until they kill you. I'm somebody alive, guess that make me an ill dude. Made my name before the funeral, considered a legend and still make moves. They know you when you gone, they know me when I'm on. All over the board, you restricted, you pawn. You wouldn't cut a lawn, blow a candle at dawn. Choke got it going on like fuel. Some of you fools is more ass than mule. Never rule like Rick, but Mona Lisa in your crib. Haters mad cause I'm doing what they wish they did. Without the rock, it's still gunning like Chris. Nigga try to block, I tomahawk this shit. Nigga looking down at me, now he looking at dick. Pause, that's just the term and shit. It's choke, no joke. Nigga, I'm lit. Fire up. And we recorded this in the D.